My name is Michael, and I'm alcoholic. The date of my last drink is August 6th, 1994. This channel is for people in recovery, for people who are interested in recovery, for people who love people who are in recovery. And this is going to be my story, my experience, my strength, and my hope. My intention is to share what I've learned, and hopefully people can learn and hopefully be inspired. Your mileage may vary. This is just the intro video. This video and the ones that follow are not intended for you to use in order to try and recover. These are just, again, my experience and my strength and my hope. And my hope is you may be inspired to research more, search out recovery communities in your area if that's what you need. Also, recovery support. I guess I'll give you a little taste of my story. As I said, the date of my last drink is August 6th, 1994. That was my 23rd birthday. And it was a few months after I had started going to meetings. So I had some experiments along the way. Didn't know for a while whether or not I was alcoholic or not. My birthday was the planned drink, the final test as it ended up being. But it was going to be a big test. It was, can I go to the bar I used to hang out with after work on my birthday, have a few beers, and then that's it. That is not what happened. I had more than a few beers. I had a few shots. Of course, people at the bar were like, "Oh, it's your birthday! Have a shot on me! Yeah, woo!" So, had a few shots. At the time, it was ice beers because they were higher alcohol content, and it was Yukon Jack because that was my favorite because it was 100 proof. Then went home after that for in the afternoon or early evening for cake and ice cream with the family. Drunk after basically not having been drunk in front of my family. The other times I had drank before that, in those few months, they hadn't really seen me drunk, but I was drunk when I got home for cake and ice cream with my family, my younger brother, my older brother, my young niece, my dad, and sister-in-law, and yeah. And then it didn't stop there for that day either. Just kept going that night. Ended up at an old friend's house, and the last thing I remember was sitting in his kitchen with me and him, and a couple of girls there, and a bottle of Yukon Jack. Not Yukon Jack, that was Jim Beam. And cracked that open, and that's the last thing I remember until I woke up in the middle of a party on a couch at about 2 a.m. And then the next thing I remember, I woke up in his laundry room on the floor in a pile of laundry, late for work, and had to find a ride. And I woke up, when I got there, I started working, and then throughout that day, I just remember feeling like, okay, I get it. This is something that I cannot control with any consistency, and in my case, not much at all. But that was the final test. That was it. That was the planned drink. Let me, just have a few, and had thought about it for a long time. A month. Or I had planned that excursion to the bar for a few months. Yeah, that just did not work. And I woke up, I got going that August 7th, and just was convinced at that point that if I continued to drink, that it would kill me. And the shocking realization at the time, although I probably would not have been able to put these words to it, I actually did not want to die. Even though I had been living my life up until that point as if I wanted to die. But I didn't. And finally decided to do something about it and really honestly try not to drink, which led to going to a lot more meetings, hanging out with sober people, and for about 8 months that sort of worked, but I hadn't really changed and I hadn't actually decided to work a program and truly be a part of something. And I was, at the end of that 8 months, I was at another jumping off point. The choice was to drink again, which I knew what the results of that would be, or try this whole real recovery thing as if it was going to work for me to see if it was going to work for me. And that's what I did. And again, that was the last drink was August 6th, 1994. I'm so glad. I'm very happy that I made that decision to give it a shot because it works. I hope this helps, and I'll be doing more videos as we go. I'm glad you're here. Glad you stayed to the end of this video, and I appreciate it and hope you come back. Thanks.